You can watch this unhinged man explain the yeller feller.
There is an issue with my character, the yellow fella. I was all set to go with the yellow fella who's yellow.
Bro, SpongeBob looks a little more human in this season. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just stoned.
It was going to be great not to drive a joke further into the ground that you have all beaten to death. But I really did think that it could be my Hawk Tuah. I mean, I believe that about every idea that I have, because you
imagine having your own Hawk Tuah spit on that thingy.
As an artist, but I really thought that this was going to be great. I had short form verticals, I had a text post, I had a long form strategy. It was all there. All of a sudden, I get a call from Eddie this morning, and he's like, "Have you posted?"
Hell yeah, super chats, appreciate
and
you.
I said, "No, I was just about to do it. I'm putting the last of the makeup, in my inner ear hole." And he said, "Okay, well, you pump the brakes on Yellow Fella because we've got to
pump the brakes, Bow.
Hold up."
And I was like, "Oh, what is it? What is it?" Because it seems like there's been a fucking issue with every single thing that I've posted the past week. Not that anybody has given a shit about it. So thankfully, if anything's going to get me canceled, it hasn't happened yet, because you can't get canceled if you have 2 views. But anyway, I said, "What is the issue?" And he said, apparently, there is a pressure-treated wood company in Alabama that runs TV ads where their mascot is called the Yellow Fella. And I said, "Well, how is it spelled?" Because my Yellow Fella is spelled Y-E-L-L-A, F-E-L-L-A, like fella, with a southern accent. And he said it's spelled the exact same way. It's Yellow Fella with an A. And I said, "Are you sure? Please check that, because that's a very, very important distinction." And he said, "I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now. It's right on here."
That's real, then.
Okay, well, I mean, what is his follower count? Because
SpongeBob, you got yellow paint all over this nice shirt.
Are people really going to be commenting on the video and saying, "Hey, you're stealing this idea from the Alabama-based pressure-treated wood company"?
I would.
He said, "Well, this guy, the Rick Astley, I don't know what his name is, Rick Ding Dong?
Rick
I feel
Bitch?
like his name is Rick Paste, or something like that. He's the richest man in Alabama." So I said, "Okay, so he's $20. And he said, "Dan, you've got to take this seriously, because this is the kind of guy who's going to get us into serious trouble. You've skirted by..."
He's got paint on his car seat. His car seat headrest, and I am not talking about the band.
Skirted by on the other one, the Green Goober. But you cannot... First of all, we can't afford this financially right now, because you've really been flopping the past month.
I'm really not sure what he's talking about, but the yellow paint is funny. I worry for his mental health. All that paint can't be good for a fella. Also, this video was very unsettling.
Hi, everyone.
Hello?
I'm
Hello.
in the closet of a very special lady.
God, I wish I was the lazy. Holy shit. Wow. That's... oh my. Crazy.
I figured out where she lives based on her photos.
As one does. Very nice, very nice. Very scary, very cool. Thank you, Dan. Very cool.